And that is something we want to avoid. The last thing we want to do is bring more pain to the Iranian people. We can see what happens in Iraq and Afghanistan, in Vietnam and elsewhere, when we resort to that as a measure before we've exhausted all others. So I believe there needs to be a fresh look at our policy. We need to examine that area between this sort of illusion of a meaningful dialogue and this continuous saber rattling which gets us nowhere. You have presented an opportunity. You have offered the opposition. No one is asking for money, military support, and guns. They're asking for a hand to be reached out, a light to be shined on what they're doing, support, use of the bully pulpit, working within the community, working within the region to make sure we bring about change. This regime would fear that more than any of the saber rattling, any of the international sanctions threats that we could develop. And I think if we take anything away from this conference, it should be the importance of stressing a new approach to policy. Examine those middle areas. Quit resisting reaching out and grabbing the hand of the opposition, giving them legitimacy, credibility, and giving them an international and world stage where they can demonstrate the pressures that they're put under. I know that the panelists that will follow me and those that have gone before feel strongly about this. We've lived through it. We've seen some aspects of this. In my case, the military aspect. We have seen the actions that have been taken. We see every day the violence that's perpetrated by this regime, not only within Iran, but outside within the region. And not only against those in the region, but against our own people, our own troops, our own diplomats. And we have got to wake up and realize that we can no longer continue to tolerate this. And there are measures that can be taken now. Thank you very much for your support and for having a conference that addresses these issues.